Hi, my name's Katie Rose. Today we're going to talk about self-love and practice a meditation that will help you to have an experience of loving yourself more deeply. Self-love and self-care have become extremely popular buzzwords. They're something that many of us are aware of and probably feel that we should have more of. And yet it seems so elusive, it seems so difficult to really connect with this idea of self-love. I think for many of us, it's much easier to contemplate and to actually experience loving something outside of ourselves than really turning that love inside and feeling a sense of acceptance and true self-confidence. When we think about self-love, really what we're asking of ourselves is an innate sense of valuing ourselves, true self-worth, true self-confidence. And this has nothing to do with the ego self. So in the yoga philosophy, there are different layers or different aspects to the self. And one of those aspects is your ego. And that is part of you that is presented out into the world a lot of the time. And you may come across as a person who is very confident and very capable in your life. People may perceive you as somebody who has a lot of confidence. And yet, there may be some feelings inside you that are really not that confident and that are quite negative. Your self-talk may be quite negative. The invitation in the yoga practice is that we start with ourselves. So we begin very gently, very slowly, in the same way that we would nurture and encourage a young child to befriend ourselves, to start to relate to ourselves with compassion, with kindness, and with forgiveness. So the meditation practice that we'll take today is a baby step in that direction. It's not that you're suddenly going to radically transform your entire experience of being. I mean, that could happen. Let's be optimistic. It could happen. It's a possibility. More likely that this will be a project that will take some time. But we can be diligent in that project, and we can be steady. We can be consistent, and slowly through time change the way that we talk to ourselves about ourselves so that that is more reflective of the way that we speak to others. Another way of thinking about that is that you probably wouldn't speak to a close friend or your partner or your child in the same way that you speak to yourself about yourself. This is the experience for many of us. So let's start by tuning in for meditation. Find a comfortable sitting position. It really doesn't matter if you're sitting in a chair or on the floor. What is important is that the spine is relatively upright. According to the yoga teachings, the spine is the main energy channel through the human body, Sushumna Nadi. So we want to have a feeling of the spine being upright. Gently close your eyes so that you can turn your awareness inside, and then place your hands either palm face up or palms face down on your knees or in your lap. And take a few moments to settle your breath. And begin by scanning your awareness through your body. Notice any strong sensations. And particularly notice any areas of tension. Are there places in your body where you're holding on, where there's gripping or clenching? And is there a possibility that you could soften? You may not be able to let go completely, and that's okay. Part of this practice of self-love is also accepting where you're at in your meditation practice, in your diet, in your exercise regime, in all the different aspects of yourself that you are wishing to improve. Part of our self-love practice is accepting ourselves as we are right now in this moment, with all of your strengths and all of your perceived weaknesses. Relax your jaw. Let your tongue be soft in your mouth. Relax the small muscles around the eyes. Let the face be soft and relaxed. And as your face softens and relaxes, the mask of the personality drops away. The mask of the personality drops away. There's no need to keep presenting a particular version of yourself to the world. Just for these next few minutes, these next few moments, the invitation is to reside in quiet stillness. And now bring your awareness to the heart center, located at the center of your chest. And imagine in the heart center a small white light, tiny, like a little tiny star in the night sky. Just holding in mind for a few moments that image, a small white light in the heart center. And then slowly, as we sit in stillness, as we sit in acceptance of ourselves in this moment, that light begins to expand. Visualize now as if you had a dimmer switch and you were able to turn the light up. Visualize the light from your heart center expanding through your body, even into the space around your body. The feeling is expansive, generous, open. At first, this may feel quite challenging. It may feel a little awkward or contrived, and that's okay. Just continue patiently, diligently, moment by moment, breath by breath, to amplify that light in the best way that you can today. And as you continue on with this practice, you may notice other areas of tension or restriction arising. And by means of breathing, by directing deep and steady breath to those areas, see if you can soften and let go. You may also notice stories, narratives beginning to arise in your mind. These might relate to the way that you're doing the practice. You might have a dialogue that says, I'm not good at this, I don't know what I'm doing. Or you might have a dialogue that's more positive. Feelings of relaxation, feelings of steadiness. Whatever that dialogue is, know that it's just one aspect of the practice. Hold space, but at the same time come back to this image of light expanding through the body. Take a few more breaths here. Now, as we come towards the end of this practice, see if you can bring to mind one word, one anchoring word that will help you to stay in connection to your heart center coming out of the meditation. So that word might be peace, it might be joy, it might be compassion. You might have your own word. One simple word. hold that word now as a resolve, as a promise to yourself. In the ancient Indian language of Sanskrit, we call this a sankalpa, a resolve or a promise to ourselves. And know that this meditation practice is available to you at any time. This is the work of a lifetime, accepting and loving ourselves. As you go through your daily life, as you go through the rest of your day and your experiences, when you notice yourself in critical thoughts or getting stuck in negativity, you can come back to this anchoring word, this sankalpa. It will be a powerful way to remind yourself to stay in connection with your heart. Take one more deep breath. Bring the palms of your hands together and rub the palms of your hands vigorously, creating a little heat and energy. And then bow your head as you place your hands over your eyes. Gently open your eyes and slowly bring your awareness back into the space. Namaste.